Hi, everybody, and welcome to Talk to Rose, episode 55. Um,
Woo!
on this show, we talk about everything going on in the world today, good, bad, wonderful, and raggedy. So, y'all know what kind of week we had already. Let me thank all my guests that always continues to watch my lives or watch the replays, and everybody that will go and tell somebody to watch it. So thank you guys for tuning in every Wednesday. That means a lot, and I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe so I can get these numbers up and make it on TV. Be the next Jennifer Hudson.
Speak it,
And
speak.
yeah, you have to speak things into existence. And we'll have the cat lady right there. Introduce
Hold
herself.
on. Hi, meow, meow. I'm a cat lady with kids. Like that's crazy. Hold on. Hi guys, it's me. It's So, the one and only, here to help Rose talk about some nonsense because it's the world is full of it. Hold on.
Right.
Hey guys. Hi.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Tell me if y'all can hear my fan in the back. Can y'all? Can y'all hear the fan?
I can't hear anything. I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me though. Okay.
That's all that matters. In my little portable office, guys, work with me until I can
Cause I was just about to say
make
where
it.
were you at, but
I had to make a space.
okay.
A lot going
Hi
on
Tia.
Hollywood. Hi,
Hi.
Tia. There's a lot going on.
Okay. So we'll get right into everything because we have a lot to cover tonight. Um, how was everybody's weekend in the chat? What did you guys do? How was everybody's first week back to school for your kids? A lot going on.
My week's been fine. I mean, hey, going with the flow. Only one of them has started. Baby B started fifth grade. I was emotional. I mean, like, it's so crazy because during the summer break, I promise they really work your nerves. But it's something about them crossing the threshold of school, and then like it's almost like you don't see them with the same set of eyes you've been seeing them with all summer. It's like they grow up like in a second, like right there, and they look like like big kids. Like I was all teary eyed going through it. Ooh,
Um,
JoJo, prayers to JoJo. I hope she gets better.
yes. I hope she gets better too. Prayers for my little niece JoJo. She get better, tonsillitis and everything.
Yeah,
So we're praying keep her on our sick and shut in list.
she could be ready for school too. Hell,
Yeah, they start school in next Monday, so hopefully she feel better by then.
yeah.
So we'll get right into the hot topics, right onto the foolery, right on into
Doesn't
the
take
foolery.
much. America ain't been letting up like they've been on their nonsense.
But yeah,
January
so
1st.
a 68-year-old former food service director has been sentenced to 9 years in prison for stealing $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from an Illinois school district. She worked for the school district for 10 years, but so she worked for the school district for 10 years, and in between the years of 2020 and February 2022, she stole massive amounts of food meant to take. She stole. I can't even talk.
Massive
Massive
amount.
amount of food that was meant for the children that was at home because it was during COVID time.
Uh-huh.
So while she was supposed to be ordering food for the kids because they still could get food at home during the COVID time while they was on homeschooling, she was out ordering all those chicken wings. And so mid school year, they did an audit. And so they were over budget $300,000. three hundred
And that was
thousand
all
dollars.
chicken. And you been told that was all chicken.
They said that was all chicken wings. So she had to been selling that. She was flipping that.
For reals.
So if it was $1.5 million worth of chicken wings, let's just wonder how much she made off of that. She must was selling it to a grocery store or something. Like,
Maybe
who is
selling
you
it on a
selling
black
that to?
market.
Wingstop?
No,
Like, who
for
is
real.
you?
Would you? Like that is crazy. And then if, when you really think about it, during the COVID time, it was a gang of food that was wasted too.
So I don't know what she was doing, but she got 9 years for that. I feel sorry for her. Like criminals that be taking people's lives don't even get 9 years, but this lady they got 9 years for some chicken wings,
Yeah.
and she worked there for in 10 years. So how
I
do
mean,
you
you
guys
already
feel?
know that they're always gonna throw the book when they can. When they can throw the book at us, they're gonna throw it at us. So they literally made an example of misappropriation of funds and embezzling, because that's literally what that is, isn't it? And then I
Yeah.
think because of the amount, that's grand embezzlement, like grand theft, damn near. Like that's crazy. They let her
Uh,
hang
Coach
herself.
Nita said, "Why would they let her go on this long and not meet the need or call it out?" Exactly. Like, why would y'all let her get up to 1.5 million?
Hell, they said they needed
I
all the
guess she
proof.
probably didn't think that they was gonna be checking the books or something. Like, girl, you didn't have your stuff together.
She
She said,
said
"Let's sell it after church."
exactly, and pocketing the funds.
Girl, like she had the real wing stops too. She had the
And
real
just think,
wing
during that
stops.
time, it was like a baby wing shortage too, so the wings was already inflated in the
Yeah, and
pricing
they
wise,
was
like
right. They was getting shipped to Illinois, and then they said that she was going to go pick the chicken wings up in one of the school district vans. Like
Also,
she was
oh,
just doing
they
a
probably
whole
factored
lot.
in gas and mileage. Who knows?
Yeah, she was doing a whole lot. Alondra, 9 years. Yes, 9 years. 9 years.
That's intense.
9 whole years. Like I said, it's people that
Don't
unalive people
steal.
that don't even get that much.
Don't
You
steal.
do the
Yeah.
crime, you pay the time. But I don't think she should have got 9 years. I don't think
How
you
did they
go. I
break
don't
it
think.
down? Like, I want to see the breakdown of why. Like,
I want to know who she was selling that to. Like, could you tell us who you were selling them wings
how
to?
much was you selling the plates for?
Yeah,
For real.
Alondra, she was bold. Yeah, she was real bold, and
She was
now
probably
she.
frying them up at the school too. Using their oil and energy, they probably factored that in too. You didn't got a whole black market shop. Hold on, like Emmett on the
Girl,
shy. Remember that was crazy.
she was bold. She said her punishment was excessive. That's what I'm saying. I could see her having to do time for that, but not no 9 years. Like that
Nine
was
years of
overdue.
community service, like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, or
So that was that. But
bless her heart,
ma'am,
prayers to
please
her
tell us who
family.
you were selling your chicken wings to. Who was getting them chicken wings?
I hope she still has her family still has some so that they can like make ends meet.
Why? But that was all the way from 2000 to 2022. It's 2024, so hopefully they don't still have that.
I mean, if you
She
freeze
probably
it,
was selling that to stores, or she was selling that to somebody's wing stop.
maybe she was feeding the homeless too. Who knows? We don't even know what she was really
She said
doing.
1.5 mil. My ma'am, she might as well rob the bank.
for,
Well, she
for
wouldn't have
real.
got away with it long. Maybe she reaped some benefits off of that.
Somebody
Because
told on her.
yeah, so no, they did the audit. They did the audit, and that's when they seen that it was over. Okay, so we're gonna get into the next story. Um, Let me know if y'all can hear my fan, so I know to turn it off or not.
We
You
know that
guys,
we're in the middle of what is it? A heat wave. It's hot as hell.
I know, but I be having the air on, but I always still keep the fan and the
Can
ceiling
you
fan
hear
on.
my
So
air?
I be almost needing a jacket still.
Can you hear it?
Okay, so
You hear my air?
I did when you did that. Okay, so now we're gonna get into this. You know, Simone Biles, she just won all her gold Olympic medals and
Whoop,
everything.
whoop.
And you guys know that she came out and said that she was adopted. Now her biological mom said that she wants to reunite with her. Simone is 27 years old now. You left her when she was a child. I can't remember if she was a baby or a little kid. And now that she's popping, Olympic gold medalist, now you want to reunite. And then she had the nerve to say, but she don't want to reach out to her. She wants Simone to reach out to her.
You already know it's already crazy.
So you, ma'am, you will never see your daughter. You will never see her. Like it's the audacity. Like why are you even trying to come out now to even?
That's what it's
Why
giving.
do
It's
you even
giving
think that
like
you should even be able to meet her?
It's given when the dads show up at the
Yeah.
NBA draft, like that's my son. I remember I taught you the little book. Like, man, I'm gone now.
She could never say nothing because them people, just like she said in the interview, if it wasn't for those people adopting her, she would not be where she's at today. So, ma'am, it don't got nothing to do with you.
Good day and good riddance, like you did me. Because that's basically what she did, right? What was the like? What was the context behind her adoption? Like how did she end up? How did the
Because her
mom?
mom was on drugs.
Oh, well,
But
maybe
it's
she did.
27 years later. It's 27 years
Well,
later. I can see.
maybe
I
she
can
just
see.
came out of it. Maybe she was in a.
Well, it's too late now.
Now she's
I
out of it.
can
And
see
she
if
can
it
see
was. I
clear.
can see if she was 17, even 20. You could say you was on that. But for her to be 27 and now you want to meet her after she cracking and popping, no, no.
What do you think? Because I didn't know my real dad. My real dad is a he partakes
Okay, Dad.
in
Uh,
curricular
Ew,
activities
what?
and stuff, and so he partakes
Hold
in
on,
curricular
guys.
activities and whatnot. But I don't know. I didn't meet him until I was 25, and so it's like I feel I don't know I feel like we should give her a chance because we don't know what she came out of, what she endured. Maybe this was the only way that she could reach out. Like we don't know what kind of hoops and stuff her adoptive family could have
Oh,
set
Juanita
up
said they're
around that.
actually her grandparents. So are they her grandparent? Juanita, do you know if they her grandparents on her mom or on her dad's side? They probably on her dad's side then.
Right? For real, like who knows? But they
It
still
don't
want to
matter. It
know.
don't matter, ma'am. You still, it's too late.
They should still want to
Too
reach
late.
out. They can have a
It's too
conversation.
late.
You can never be too late to meet your family.
Too late. It's too late.
Get the heck out of here. You
Do
gotta
y'all think it's too late in the comments for
never too late. Just think our
mom?
family just met some family that they didn't know.
Oh dang. She said mom. I think grandpa is mom's dad. Dang. Mm.
See? So anything
Well,
is
still,
possible.
it's too late. It's too late. It's too late, ma'am. She should have did that. I just feel like if she was a regular person, then maybe I would have gave her a pass. But the fact that she's a Olympic gold medalist, I feel like it's some motives behind that. No.
Let that lady meet her family.
Well, if she said that Simone needs to reach out to her. Your daughter. Why would your daughter have to reach out to you? You're the one that
I think
left.
by her even just saying that is gonna she knew by her saying that was gonna get to Simone. So then eventually Simone is gonna reach out. So it really did
She
work.
ain't. She put up a thing today and said her parents bought her a Hermes bag.
See?
Her parents.
And her grandma is looking for her. Tell her
So
grandma said come home the street lights on.
would y'all be willing to meet a parent that left you 27 years later after you're famous? Yes or no in
See,
the
I
chat.
just told you that. I met my dad and I'm 25 and I'm not famous yet.
I'm saying if you was famous and you had something to give where you feel like they could.
I think you still want to know them. You still have a longing to know, oh, do I have these characteristics or am I like this or where, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I can see that, but we don't have to have no relationship. I'm not about to do for you.
I think by holding animosity and like in all that, like, spite and stuff inside, it would have never worked. But
That's
if you
not
told,
you would. That's not considered holding spice. She
yes, it
probably did.
is. It's being saucy as hell. Like, get out of here. Like, why? You
Just
never
think
know
if you
somebody
wanted to
else's
meet
circumstances. You
your
never know
parent all
somebody
your life.
else's circumstances and what they had to endure too. Not even really knowing if this kid was still alive. You never know all aspects. So all you can do is have a conversation, and then from that conversation, more grows, and that's good too. And then it doesn't. That's fine too. But at least you tried.
Yeah, it'd be a no for me. We can meet, but we won't have no relationship because I feel like why are you waiting until I'm famous? Why you didn't try to meet me before now? Now that I'm famous, you want to meet me? We can meet, but that'll be it. Like I'm not. My parents are the ones that raised me. I feel like it's motives behind that. If
It's
I
motives in every aspect of your life, every day.
Alondra said the same thing too. So she waits till she is famous. She said, I would want to meet them, but I don't know about a relationship part. My
Right.
mom did her, I mean, the mom did her a favor if she
Mm-hmm.
was an addict. I'm just saying. So we'll see if she has a change of heart. But the way that Simone been on now, I don't think that she is, because she been going in on people after she took that time off when she left the Tokyo Olympics. It's like she had to go do self-care on herself and her mental health and everything. When she came back, she been going off on people. Like she ain't let nobody get no passes. You
That's
see
good.
how she been going off on people when they've been talking about her hair. She like,
Like, ma'am, do
I'm
better.
out here winning gold medals, and y'all worried about my hair. Okay,
Please,
so
ma'am.
we'll go on to the next topic, which is her. What would that be? Her mate, not her mate, but the other girl in the gymnastics, her friend,
What is it, her teammate? Is that her
teammate. Thank
teammate?
you. I'm like her mate.
Her
Her
man. That's the
teammate,
gay dude?
Burden Childs. She was stripped of her bronze Olympic medal this week. Now they were saying at first that they was going to see if she was going to get stripped of it, but they actually did. Um, and the reason why it's all because of the judges.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 4 seconds or something that they did, but in actuality, in the rules of this, they shouldn't have been able to take that back from her.
Right. I'm not surprised. I mean,
Like she committed no crimes or nothing for them to take it away. And it's unfortunate because people train and wait all their lives to win gold medal. It don't matter if it was gold, silver, or bronze. You still a Olympic medalist.
mm-hmm.
Like so, but my thing I will say about that, even though they took it away and gave it to that other girl, that other girl will never have the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't even know who you are, man.
Right. And
All
I'm
we
fine with
remember
that.
is the three black girls that was on the podium. That's all we remember. They have the pictures, the moments, and everything. So I will say I feel bad for her, but they can never take the moments away from her. She still will always have those moments and know
Yeah,
how
what
she
is
felt.
raggedy? I'm not, man. F
Girl, it
that and F
is.
them.
It
F
is.
that and F them. They not like us. They couldn't handle all that black melanin just coming through and slapping motherfuckers on the ground. Sorry to cut so soon, but no, that was some trifling ass shit. Like, get out of here. Where in the world can you just start, first of all, hating and changing rules? That wasn't the
Yeah.
only game like that. They was out there playing in our faces and we was still out there kicking ass. And that just goes to show you, no matter how much you hate on a black person, or no matter how hard you hate on a black woman, we still gonna come through every time.
And still
That
I
fuck ass
rise.
matter. We
Look,
don't care because we still out here setting waves, setting trends. What?
and
I
still I
hate y'all.
rise. Look, and still I rise.
Yeah, like a phoenix from the dust or ashes.
She
That whatever she said.
and they was changing rules all around, and it was always with the black people. Just think with the track meet, and they didn't
Shikari and
let
how
the
they had to walk and they didn't know that they was supposed to stay in the
mm-hmm.
village and all that stuff. You did all this stuff and still lost. Like, baby, a
And
cheater
she
will
still
never
is.
win.
I feel bad for her, but like I said, they could never take them moments away from her. She's still always gonna have those moments. Like
And then
she's still gonna have those moments.
if anything, that's just gonna give her the juice to really come back in 2028 and not take no mercy on nobody.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Like,
Girl,
it's
so
not.
I said
It'll be in
I
our
feel
home.
sorry for her, but she's still gonna get endorsements and all that. And then Flavor Flav, he was
Oh,
so sweet. He was like he gonna get her a bronze clock made, and he got that made like in one day.
that's so dope. That's dope.
He got her a bronze clock made, and then he was like he
That's
gonna
dope.
send it to her. So you like here's your clock. What do you used to say on Flavor of Love? Come get your clock.
What time is it? What it was something. What it was? You know what time it is?
Yeah, you know what time it is. Come get your clock.
Ah,
Jordy, come get your clock. Come get your clock.
man, that's
So
crazy.
she's still a bronze medalist. You still an Olympic
You're only
medalist to
like
us.
in our books, like.
Yeah, like can't nobody take that away from
And
us.
then
And then
it's the fact that everybody is okay being sore losers. When did it become okay to be a sore ass loser?
and she was boo. That girl was boo hoo crying. Did you see the
No,
one that
I didn't.
girl? She was boo hoo crying, and they the ones that went up there and made a big deal about it.
No, girl, I would have been like you in them tears. I wish we could have somebody with a damn. What did that lady Tanya Harding do with the kneecaps? Like,
Oh, hit them with that.
somebody posted up outside. Because if you taking medals back, we taking kneecaps out. What are you doing? I mean, we do not push or support violence.
Girl, let's go. Let's go to the next one. So, a 41-year-old Jersey father sentenced to 3 years in prison after fatally punching a white man who hit his wife with his bike and repeatedly called his children the N word. Judge says he should have called the police.
Well, now you call in a funeral service.
So how did
Like a runner. Like, I don't know. That's crazy.
hold on, let me tell y'all the whole story. No, I'm sorry, because I should have had it prepared.
Raggediness.
Yeah. So a 40-year-old New Jersey husband has been sentenced to 3 years behind bars after fatally punching a man who had been harassing his family with racial slurs for months. Anthony Collins pled guilty to manslaughter over an assault
Colin.
that took place September 18th, 2023. Collins and his wife were leaving a store when 70-year-old Robert May purposely ran his bike into Collins' wife, according to court documents. May repeatedly harassed Collins and his children, calling them racial slurs. Collins punched May, causing him to fall to the ground where he laid unresponsive with blood coming from his head and mouth. He would later regain consciousness and went home after refusing medical assistance. However, police were told that he was acting irate after the fall, so he was taken to the hospital where he passed away. An autopsy determined that the cause of death to be blunt force trauma and the matter of unalivement was homicide. Collins argued that his actions were justified self-defense after having to deal with May's constant racial attacks. However, the judge argued that Collins was much younger and stronger than May, and that Collins should have called the police instead. Collins is required to serve almost 31 months of the sentence before he is eligible for parole. What are your thoughts on that,
Well,
Erica?
if this happened in 2023 and it's about to be 2025, he shouldn't have that much time left.
I was saying when I was looking in the comments, they was like, well, for him to only get 3 years for that, he did good.
He did good.
They was like, I would have took that time for that. But my thing is, that was self-defense. Like, what was y'all gonna do if I'm telling y'all that he ran into my wife and he's calling us racial slurs all the time? Y'all not even gonna do nothing to
You
him
want us to
because y'all
continue
saying
to
that
take the
he's
high
70 years
road.
old. Y'all
You
was
want
gonna
us to
give him a
continue to take the high road, and you want us to
yeah.
be
Y'all would
almost
have gave him a pass.
non-reactive to shit. Like, fuck that. No, we tired of it. And
Y'all
that
would have
man,
gave him a pass just because he's 70.
no,
And
get
now,
out of here. That man got the mess knocked out of him, and when he
right.
passed out, he saw little black babies running around his head, like they knocked the shit out of him, and that's what he did. And he checked out, and I hope it was black angels that walked him to hell. Like, here's your stay. Is that too far? My bad.
No.
I don't
Look,
feel
I'm
bad.
like,
I'm sorry whatsoever.
because at the end of the day, they need to stop that. If you 70 years old and still doing that, not saying that nobody deserves to be unalive, but oh well, you got what you deserve.
If you if
You
you
should,
so happy to unearth, right, in the midst of doing some bullshit, it's out of my hands. It's above me now.
yeah, it's above me now. What was he? That's what I'm saying. What was a husband supposed to do?
Like,
You
what?
ram your bike into his wife. He's supposed to call the police and be like, "Oh, he just rammed his bike into my wife." Y'all
Black
not even about to do nothing to
innocent
him.
black men have died for doing less to white women. Like, you
Yes.
feel me? Literally less. And here you are. You want us to do what? Self control, and this old ass cock. This old ass man can just do whatever. And he's clearly 70, so you know he know right from wrong.
Yeah,
He
he
knows
know right from wrong.
now
He
that
been racist
moving
all
around in the public.
he been racist all his damn life. That's
That's
what it
what
was. I'm for all seniors in self-care, but why was he on the bike? Well, that bike made him meet his maker.
That was the
That
last
bike made
ride.
him meet his maker. That old man knew what he was saying, and nothing but then they want to do something when you defend your family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like he should not have been able to. Like,
They want us to just be able to take it, like be the
laugh out
community
loud.
punching bag. Like, no, we not. We not.
Laugh out loud after bike comment. We need to let my comment out. Like, yeah, but that bike made him meet his maker. So, oh well.
Nope,
So
he
do
had a
y'all
bad.
feel like that justice was served with the father being sentenced to 3 years in prison? Yes or no in the comments.
It's never
Did,
justice served. I
it
hope they
ain't
bury
get
that
justice
man
served, but
with
I'm
that
pretty
bike.
sure he would do it again. He'd do it again. Then that brings me to
That
this.
was propped up.
This goes right into the next one. Right into the next one.
Wait,
A
is it a
new
trigger warning or no?
yes. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Warning. Trigger.
Is that too right?
New York judge gives white woman no jail time after she was caught on video running over a grieving mother just feet away from her deceased daughter's memorial. Now, this lady didn't get no time at all.
And what state
Hold
is this?
on.
What state is this?
New Jersey. New York. Yeah, New Jersey. Wait, let me make sure because I might be lying.
I'm telling you,
It don't say. It don't say.
desensitized.
It
America
don't
is
say.
so desensitized to Black people in general. It's very disheartening.
Yeah, so this lady didn't get no time for unaliving a black lady. But that man got 3 years for self defense. But this lady
Mhm.
gets no time.
And what
So
state was the man in though? What state was that in?
in New York.
In the
So it
man
said
too?
this, huh?
The man?
The man was in New Jersey.
And this lady is in New. It's like,
Yeah,
girl,
they out there just
are they
so
in the
that lets
South?
you know. That lets you know what they doing out there. It says this story is so sad. A New York judge just granted a white woman probation in a case where she was caught on camera running over a grieving mother just feet away from her daughter's memorial. According to CBS New York in 2018, a New York neighborhood where Evelyn Rodriguez's daughter Kayla was unalived just 2 years prior. Evelyn had become an anti-gang violence advocate after her daughter was unalived and was in the neighborhood preparing for a vigil. Just hours before Evelyn and Freddie, Kayla's father, came to the memorial and seen that it was completely trashed. Evelyn and Freddie then approached Anna Marie Drago about allegedly messing up the memorial. Drago claimed she was trying to sell her mother's house and the memorial would bring the property's value down. They got into a huge argument while Draco reportedly sat in her car, but then she decided to press the accelerator and run over Evelyn, unfortunately unaliving her just feet away from the memorial of her deceased daughter. The entire altercation was caught on camera. Draco's first trial in 2020, she was convicted and sentenced to 9 months in prison. She appealed 16 months later and the conviction was overturned. Then in 2023, a jury deadlocked on the homicide charges, although she was convicted of misdemeanor for taking items from the memorial. So the third time around, she decided to plead guilty to criminal neglect homicide. Although the prosecution suggested three years in jail, so that must be the time they give in New York, 3 years. 3 years in jail. The judge decided to give Draco zero jail time, but 5 years of probation instead. The family stated, we did not get justice that we were looking for. As far as that is considered, her getting probation, that's like a slap on the hand. She's going to be free. She's going to be living her life, but judgment day will come one day. I will never forgive you for what you did, Evelyn's daughter Caitlin said. There will still be no peace in me
I
or
was
my
super
family heart.
in the family. If y'all want to sell the
So what
house,
y'all got to say about that? So
family.
both of those happened in New York. One person gets 3 years jail time for defending his wife. The other white lady, she gets 5 years probation. How do y'all feel about this? Because you at this point you knew what you was doing. You said that you sit up there and trash the memorial because you said that it would bring the property value down on your mom's house. It was only gonna be there for one day. You could have asked them to put it away the next day. But for you to Girl,
Like, get the fuck out of here. At the end of the day, like, girl, it's just the entitlement of it all. Like, what? Because you trying to sell this property, I can't um remember my loved one that passed on because you are trying to make the most money that you can right now. You see somebody hurt it, and then on top of that, you kill my mom too. Like, you feel me? That is
just feet away from her daughter.
entitlement on top of entitlement on top of a slap of entitlement. Like, what? And then you overturn it off top the fact that she only got 9 months. 9 months. And then you turn around and overturn it too. That's a slap in the face. I would be trying to sue everybody.
That's
Them,
what I said. They need to take her
the
to civil
criminal
court now
justice.
because
Like, man, line them up.
you need to take it to civil court now because at this point, they're gonna have to give me something. I'm
The
gonna
fact that
leave here with something. It might not be with peace in my heart, but I'm gonna leave here with something for
and we
my
end
pain
up
and
pulled
suffering.
up talking for you messing up a visual. Like, dog, we fighting. Like, it's nothing for you to say to me.
Girl, she would have never even
Because
got
you
made it
already
back in
see
that
what's
car.
coming.
She would have never even made it back in the car
No,
to
for
put the
real.
accelerator.
You've been dragged. Your mom about to see you dragged all over this concrete right here.
So the justice system is a joke. It really is, and it shows us how they play in our face every single day.
The rules
Every
are
day they play.
for us, not for them.
Every day they play in our face. Make sure everybody that's watching, make sure you guys press the like button, like if you're enjoying the show. So that was two stories that we had that happened in the same state in different outcomes because one was a black person and one was a white person. And y'all say that racism is not a come on now.
Yeah. We as Black people know that it exists because we deal with it every day in every aspect of our life. It's never a space or a time in our life where we're not dealing with it. It don't matter if we're at the store, it don't matter where. Whenever we go outside of our house, we're not even safe inside of our house.
No, we're
That's
not.
discouraging. Like, what the hell are we supposed to do? It's only so much. And then it's like they desensitize the world by showing videos repeatedly of us being killed with no type of repercussions. It doesn't matter if you're police or if you're a regular citizen. You have the right to kill us, and that's wrong. But then want to be scared. When Christopher, we need another Christopher Donor. I said it. Christopher Donor, part 2. Where you at? We need you. Come shake him up.
Girl.
I'm gonna go mute. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a minute. I need.
Okay, so this is another one. I don't think this is a trigger warning, but it might be. It's just something that I wanted to show y'all. Tell me, what would you do in this situation?
Am I the asshole for not declining or signing over my portion of my ex-boyfriend's life insurance payout to his mom? Okay, let's see the details. I recently learned that my ex-boyfriend passed away of cancer in March. His mom called me last week to inform me of his passing and to inform me that myself and her are listed as beneficiaries on his life insurance from his employer. She instantly tells me that she doesn't know why he never changed it, but I can decline or sign the check over to her once I receive it. Instantly, I'm in shock. He's gone? And he left me on there? Why? I went back and forth wondering if this was on purpose or accidental. It had been years, approximately 6, since we mutually civilly split up. I was informed that he had a new girlfriend that lived with him and she has 2 kids from a previous relationship that threw a wrench into things more. Is there a reason she never got put on it? Was this all just a big mistake? Today has been 1 week and this has been very hard, especially since his mom has been terrorizing me all week trying to get me to agree to give her this money. She has said the most hurtful things and has sent me the most disrespectful photos and videos of her son in his last moments. As of right now, I haven't even gotten in touch with the insurance company. I have no idea how much it is or if I need a lawyer's help at this point. Well, today's the day I woke up knowing 100% I'm keeping this money and I'm not going to feel bad at all for helping my family with a gift my ex left for me. Unfortunately, part of me still wonders if this is the right thing to do by my ex and if these were his wishes in the end. A little info to add. My home burnt to the ground July 20th. And October 1st, 2 years ago, my mom passed from cancer as well. It has been a long, hard few years, and this money would literally buy myself a new bra for the first time in 3 years. My little clan could really use this money, and I think my ex knew that. Okay, so let's read the top comment. You're the asshole. You clearly were not.
So What would y'all do in that situation? If y'all ex left y'all as a beneficiary and he passed away and never changed it, you knew you had cancer and everything. So I'm pretty, they go over these things with you every year though at your job, and you never changed it. You do have a new girlfriend living with you and her kids. Your mom still is on there as a beneficiary. She's just the second one. Would y'all or would y'all not hand that check over to the mama? Just let me know what y'all would do first. Precious, tell me what you would do. Would you
No,
hand the check
changing my
over?
number. I'm changing my number. What are you talking about? I'm changing my number. I'm blocking all contacts, and I might even go as far as to get a restraining order because now I feel threatened. Like, what are you talking about? No, what? He knew what he was doing. He had ample time to change it, and he didn't. We're going to Vegas, guys. Load up the car. We're on our way.
At first I said when I had to listen to it again, I was like, okay, so it was two beneficiaries, her and the mama. If the now I can see if it was fully left to me, I probably would have been like, okay, I'll give you half, but I'm still not giving you the whole thing because why didn't he take me off? He had
Why you didn't
ample
hang on?
time. But the fact that you came and you harassing me and threatening me, ma'am, you're not getting nothing. So do what you gotta do with your half and leave me alone.
This is not back in the day. You're not about to muscle me out of nothing. What are you doing?
Yeah.
This is not a movie, ma'am.
Alondra said I will keep that money, block that mom, and move on with my life.
Right. That's
That
exactly what
part.
I said.
Jazzy said she should keep the money. He did that for a reason. That's what I said. I think
Right.
he did it for a reason too, because he had enough time to take it off. You'll go over this every year, and then when you were diagnosed with cancer, I'm pretty sure. Come on,
You knew exactly. Like he knew. I felt like
we
everything happened
knew.
for a
We
reason.
never. Yeah, we never knew why they broke up, or if they broke up on good terms to where he felt like if something happened to him, he still want to bless her with something. So
Mhm. Thank
thank
you.
you. I'm
Right.
I'm keeping it. Everybody saying they keeping it because I'm keeping it too. And man, like Percy said, I'm about to call the police and put a restraining order on you
I'm
because you're
about to start
threatening
recording
me.
a call. I'm about to start recording and saying stuff like, "Please stop calling me.
Yeah,
Why
and
do
then
you keep calling?"
at the end of the day, even if they took her to court, she's entitled to that. So they still can't get the money from her.
Right. Right.
They still can't get the money from her. I can see if he did it while he was sick, they could have had a
But
chance.
isn't that a
But
level
the
of
fact that
fraud?
he did that 6 years before, where she was even shocked that he had passed away, girl, that's
Right.
God bless me. Thank you, sir, and rest in peace.
Right for reals with the theme. Every time the mom called, I would have that song playing in the back. Money, 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 money. She would hate me. No, but people are
She
crazy.
just wouldn't call me no more because, like you said, I would have been blocking her. And ma'am, if you come to my house, then that's on you. Okay, so the next one we're gonna get into is the Capitol rioter who attacked the police with poles is sentenced to 20 years in
Woo!
jail. 20
Dude.
years. Finally,
Right. Right.
justice has been served.
So good. So
Finally,
good.
justice has been served. And then if Trump get into office, though, he said he gonna pardon all them
He's not
people.
getting
But
no.
anyways, Capitol rioter who attacked police with poles sentenced to 20 years. Uh, David Dempsey will serve 20 years for viciously attacking officers during January 6th Capitol riot. He assaulted officers at the Capitol Lower West Tunnel, where he used various objects, including flagpoles and pepper spray. This is the second longest sentence in the January 6th case. So
Get it. No, that's good.
I feel like justice was served in that because my thing is he got 20 years, but it's a million more people out there that need to even go to jail. If that was us doing that, they would have caught all of us.
Right.
Everybody that was out there would have been in jail.
Lock them up. So thugs, it's time. It's time. It is. No, for real.
Because that's what they was being. They was being thugs.
No, for real. Hey, the real thugs. Like, no, seriously. Lock his ass up and then go ahead and get yellow dye number 44. Because I put up a post on Twitter and called Trump yellow dye 44 and they blocked me talking about it's violent rhetoric. I'm like, what? It's really the color he is. Yellow dye 44. Like, what's wrong with that? Lock his ass up. Lock him up. Talking about
And
if he becomes president. He not about to become president.
okay, so then we'll get it. Did you do what you were supposed to do about the Donald Trump in the
I could just briefly go over a couple of things. Okay, so I had my sister JoJo had hit me up the other day basically and was like, Trump and Elon were on Twitter Spaces having a conversation, just basically like what he would do for the country and all that. So that's what it was supposed to be about. But what I heard was just a bunch of deflecting and him saying that Kamala isn't intelligent and they can't handle a debate with him. It was really just like a clown show of out of touchness. He had made a statement saying he's worried about taxpayers paying their taxes. Like we should have to our tax money should be allotted to certain places. And I know I made a comment basically stating like, why are you even worried about what taxpayers are paying? You're not a taxpayer. Last I heard you were evading the taxes. Like it's just over it. It was really just a waste of time. Two rich people talking to each other out of touch with reality. Like
okay.
our political scene into a clown show. Like, it's unfortunate for the people who really do care about the future. So that's another reason. Get out and vote, guys.
Get
Not
out and
just in
vote.
the presidential
Get out
election,
and
but in our
vote.
local governments too, because they have a lot to what goes on as far as like in courtrooms. Like, for instance, if we had a judge of sound mind, I don't think that the lady would have got 9 years. I don't think if we had a judge of sound mind, the man who was defending his family would have got 3 years. Like, we just got to go vote because clearly they show us every day that they
And them are the local voting. Those people
local
right there,
government,
judges and all that, that's the local voting that I be talking
school
about all the
districts,
time that we
all
need
that
to vote
stuff.
for. Yeah.
And that's normally where they start off: school district,
Mm-hmm.
city council, and then they work their way up. And they're really good at putting on a face and putting on a mask and making it seem like they're there for us and they're supporting our causes. But then when they get into whatever seat they're aiming for, their real motives come out. So we just need to be sure that we're being vigilant because we can't complain about what's going on in the world if we're not actively trying to be a voice and change what we don't like or what we don't agree with. Everybody deserves the right to love who they want to love. Everybody deserves the right to live the life that they choose to live as long as it's not causing harm to themselves or anybody else. Like, it's just too much.
Okay, so everybody, like we said before, y'all need to get out and vote unless y'all want him to be the
Unless you want to
president.
be in the field.
Right. Because it's going to go back. Okay, this is another one.
Because it's going to go back, no, for real.
Hold on.
For real.
I love you. I love you beyond all limit. With all my strength. With all my heart, I love you. I'm supposed to be this tough and strong when you done carried me so many nights. I love you. Through the fire.
So, how do you guys feel about this situation? This is what I take on it because I do feel like he probably is really sincere because Megan got with him at his darkest time in his life. And I feel like that's why a lot of men, like we talked about mental health, we talked about this. That's why men don't come out and say their feelings because people be talking about him. How do you guys feel? I feel like he was sincere. He was with that girl at her lowest. At her lowest.
Yeah, his lowest.
I mean, she was with him at his lowest. So why would he not love her like that?
That's some bullshit.
How do y'all feel in the comments?
Don't get out here in front of these people crying ugly tears, sweating off your little hair paint and all that shit, doing all that. Like, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Where is your white Coretta Scott? Because that's who you really wanted on your arm. You know what I mean? Now here it is, a black woman again to come and save the day after you didn't elevate it and picked who you wanted. and then who you picked got you to where you are now. Man, get up and get out of here.
China said laughing my ass off. The singing is really what sold it.
Yikes.
She said, Alondra said, I think it was sweet. I think so too, Alondra. Juanita said that is a S show.
Yeah, for real. That's exactly what it was.
That's a big sexy man, laugh out loud. He is sincere and they
Doesn't
are
like
in
this
love. I
time.
think that he is sincere too. A lot of people was like, he's an actor, so he's trained to do that.
Yeah, he's a
But he still, why would a man not love somebody that was there for them in their darkest time? Megan, she didn't have to be with him. She didn't have to, because most black women wouldn't. They see you about to go through this, like, boy, I ain't about to.
This is another business deal. Like all the relationships now. That's a business deal.
Well, she was crying too.
Yeah, because they coerce this. They rehearse this shit.
Y'all mean. That's why men do not tell their feelings.
They
y'all
rehearse.
So
Yeah, don't tell now. Don't try to be all vulnerable now. I don't want to hear that shit.
Y'all mean.
Don't come around here crying and shit to me, because I don't want to hear it.
Men's mental health.
It ain't March. What month is that? March? You can cry in March.
No, that was wasn't that last month? Men's mental health was in June or July. It just happened, and now look.
Okay, well, you can only cry on
look
the
at
you.
Look at
you. My business hours are from 9 to 5 on June 1st.
Look at you. Okay, so now we're gonna get into Kurt Franklin. Hold on, and we're gonna see if y'all feel like what he said is true.
I believe that marriage has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Giving has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Sexuality has been weaponized. For example, any woman listening to this can attest in our culture. Don't be no 30, 35-year-old single black woman and go to the family reunion. All the older women are going to do nothing. They're going to look at you and wonder, why you not married?
Where your man at? Where your kids at?
Like it's a prerequisite for identity and value, that if you don't have a man, if you don't have kids, that something about you is broken. Do you understand how dysfunctional these messages are?
Yeah.
And how we super spiritualize these messages. Paul said, but marriage is a necessary distraction. I have many friends that were in ministry at church, and the church has told them, if you're going to be in ministry, you can't be single. We're not going to let you work with the youth ministry if you're single. You can't do this if you're single. And so what people do, they quickly get married thinking that they're fulfilling God's will for their lives, but they are fulfilling man's dogma. You can be single and be used by God. You can be single and have purpose. Being married is not a prerequisite for God's hand on your life. It is not, but we've weaponized it. And then crucify people. Where my camera at?
Right there.
And then crucify people when those same marriages don't
fail.
He was preaching on that little account. Hold on.
Yeah, he
Let
was.
me read some of the comments. Alondra said maybe she like dark meat now.
Yeah, maybe he do.
Them tears don't move me, Big's voice. Hi, Sharon. Jazzy, I always love Kurt Franklin. He has always kept it real. So how do you guys in the comments feel about what he said? Do you think that marriage has been weaponized by the Western Christianity? Do y'all feel like this? Because I agree with everything he said. Just think about it now, just like he said. I won't even say 35. If you get to 30 and you don't got no kids or no husband, just think how people really look down at you like, what's wrong with you?
I don't be looking down. I don't know. I don't look down at people who don't have kids, because at the end of the day, having kids is a choice. And I think that that's
or a husband, just kids or a husband.
No, for us, I think that that's an applaud, because you're choosing you and you're not settling at any point. You're okay. Like I don't look down on that. I think that's a dope thing, Hill.
I think that what he was saying is very true, because I feel like just because you're not married, you should not be like, so I can't spread the word of Jesus because I'm not married. And like he said, when those marriages fail, then y'all got something to say about that. But they marry somebody just so they can get a position in church, because y'all saying that they can't have that position if they're not married. I'll go as far as we was talking about that, me and Tia. I remember in church, and I don't know if they still do that now, where if you had a baby, they made you marry that baby daddy. They used to do that all the time. Just think how many people had to get married because they kept having kids. They had to marry their baby daddy. If you was so-called shacking up, you had to marry that person. You could not be in that church and be shacking up. And I feel like most of those people, that's why I say all the time, to me, most married people be miserable, because a lot of people just want that marriage to say
the
I'm married.
illusion of a happy, like a movie.
My husband, or my wife, but y'all the main ones arguing and battling and hate each other. So I feel like everything that he said is true. How do y'all feel about it in the comments? And Precious, how do you feel?
I feel he's true. I mean, like I feel as though he's speaking from a valid point. Like, it's true, but then I think it's deeper than that. Okay, on top of the church pushing like this narrative, it was the fact that in Black history alone, like marriages were never really the same thing as what white people held marriage as, because of the whole aspect of being Black and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then once you add in religion, that just made it even more tricky and sketchy. So it's like, if you're gonna break down, if you break down one, you're gonna have to break down it all. It's like no way for you to talk about one specific thing and not acknowledge any of it. Like, you know what I mean? It's too fucking deep. Black history, African American history, just in general, is just too deep. You can never just quickly say anything about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's deep. People still discovering stuff now.
Yeah. Jazzy said, yes, people marry for the image and not for the purpose of God. That is why there are so many cheating and unfulfilled marriages. Exactly what I said. I feel like that's why, because they get married for the wrong reasons. And then you're telling me that I can't be a part of the church. Well, a leader in the church, I can't be over the youth ministry or none of that because I'm not married. I know situations where people have been married and they've been doing all kind of stuff to the, I'm not even gonna go there. And that was a married
people that, for real, like full blown, like for instance, gay men that shouldn't even been getting married. Like they can't even come out and live their real lives.
Yeah, but they want to be the minister. Life. They in there being a minister of music
to the kids. Not to say that if you are homosexual that you can't minister to the kids, but at least let this person be comfortable and it don't have to be a secret. Like, you know.
Alondra says Satan has weaponized Christianity. Kurt spoke the truth on that. The way people twist the words is a dirty work of darkness. It is, because everything that he said is true. Every single thing that he said is true. Just think how I'm glad that it's not as bad as it was back in the days. Because just think, even if what she said it's also society that has these judgments as well. Yeah, they just it don't even have to be church. Just in society as a whole, if you're not married and stuff. Who is that said once you turn 40? Oh, Kevin Samuels. Once you, I don't remember if it was 35 or 40.
It was like it was like 35. 35 or 40. You're damaged goods or something like that. It was
damaged goods. If you're not married or nothing, like you damaged goods, like you might as well give it up because ain't nobody gonna marry you. Like, why do people have to settle? Like, why do they have to settle?
No, for real.
Why? Why do I have to settle?
For the sake of being a missus? No, I'll be a missus.
Yeah, when you gonna still with 9 times out of 10, they gonna still be out there cheating. Like, I'd rather stay single then. Like, why can't I live my life and then enjoy life and then find somebody that I want to spend the rest of my life with? Y'all getting married for the wrong reasons. Let me see. This is a topic / episode all in itself. Yeah, it is.
We need you on there. We need you.
Lady A, that's facts. Yeah, so it's like y'all telling them that they can't do X, Y, and Z because they not married. I remember, like I said, I remember when we was young, even you had to wear skirts down to your ankles with slips. And oh, you couldn't wear no nails. You couldn't wear red lipstick. You
Red for
couldn't wear
sure.
nothing. Had your hair pulled back and had your hair
Color.
pulled back and everything, no color or nothing. I remember my mom. This was my mom all the way, and I remember when she got her job at the post office. I want to say maybe we was probably like in the sixth, or maybe I was like in the 6th or 7th grade. And my mama still dressed like that. Like she still dressed like that. And I remember she started working for the post office and she was still trying to wear dresses, like skirts. And we was like, Mommy, what are you doing? Like, why are you like, you need to wear some pants. Like, I'm not putting on no pants, whatever. I remember we was just talking about that too. We had went to Atlanta because we had our cutie pies. Shout out to the cutie pies out there. We had won a contest and we was able to go to the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. And so our parents could go too, but they had to pay. And my mom was like, you know, this is a once in a lifetime thing. Like, I'm going with my daughter. So my dad and my stepmom came. My mom's still dressing the same out there in that Atlanta heat. Anybody that been to Atlanta, y'all know how hot it is out there and humid. My mama had them long skirts on and all that, to where she was asking my dad, why did she have some extra shorts? After a while, she was like, I need some, do you got some shorts that I can put on or something? Like, she was burning up. Like, now I'm glad that she has evolved to where now she wear color in her nails. She got her SWV nails. She got her blonde wigs.
Blonde for
like
sure.
She wear her, like, I just feel like you don't have to dress a certain way to love God, and you don't have to have a husband to be able to preach the word to other people. All this goes in
was
together.
Jesus married? This is too deep. You can't even. It's just too much.
Alondra said we had to wear whole and half slips
and
with
stockings. Let's not forget the stockings.
That's what I said, with stockings.
I said we're trying to get the girls to wear stockings. They'd be like, are you putting on stockings? Like, no, we're not.
I hate stockings. Now, I think that's what made me hate stockings, is because we had to wear when we was little. Stockings and slips. I don't even think they sell slips now. Every time we go somewhere, Mom ask them, do they got a slip? I'm like, Mommy, they don't have slips. Every time I go somewhere,
looking in the store, in the lingerie section.
I'm asking the lady, do you have a slip? And she was laughing. She was like, no. And a lot of older people come in and ask. She was like, but you just have to order it online. I'm like, Mommy, ain't nobody wearing no slip in 2024
days for a slip to arrive. No.
Sharon said, A, fun as F. Yes, we had a good time. She still has something against jeans.
And I was just thinking, I have not seen men wear no jeans. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have not seen her wear no jeans.
She won't wear jeans, but she'll wear pants. She'll wear sweats.
Pants? Yeah, but I have not. Man, don't wear no jeans.
That is true, Mommy.
We gotta get her some. Man, you wearing jeans?
Mommy, if you on here, get out of here now, Amir. I'm not playing with you. If you on here, let us know. Why are you against jeans? Have somebody type it up for you in the comments and tell us why you still against jeans. But she do everything else.
Yeah, for real. Literally.
She'll do everything else except for, that is true, not wearing no jeans, but she'll wear sweatpants and slacks, yeah.
Yeah.
She said, well, at least at church, she talks to me about that often, girl.
You already know.
Oh, Boo said they at Walmart. Well, Mommy, see that Boo said that they at Walmart slips.
For real, that's why I be getting all my jeans. 10.96. What?
No, she said the slips is at
really?
Walmart. I never seen them at Walmart.
I'll be in Walmart now. I'm about to look.
I'm about to really look.
That's why I come back with a cream slip for Nan, because it's about to be fall. Like, yeah, here you go.
Yeah, Alondra said my grandma didn't wear jeans either. Yeah, that generation right there did not even play. That they did not play with that jean stuff or none of that. Boo said once my mom church. Boo said once my mom got saved, she didn't wear pants. And all these people was friends. My mom, Alondra, grandma, and Sister McKeever. All of them
had suits galore.
That old generation. They ain't wearing no red lipstick or nothing. But it goes back to because the way they judged you in church. If you wore that, you were considered a Jezebel and all that. Just because of clothing that you have on. So now it's up to, because you don't got no husband.
And just think, they was full
Or a
blown,
wife.
fully clothed in church doing the most. Like, get out of here. What you over here judging people in your life is wild too.
So it's just like I feel like in a way they shouldn't be so judgmental on that because y'all trying to win lives for Christ, but you actually pushing people away because it's like that's why you need to have single seminars and all that. Then you could have people that's only married be over that and tell them how marriage life really is because marriage ain't all peaches and cream.
Right. It literally, I feel like it should be somebody licensed to deal with that. It can't just be somebody just like, it literally needs to be somebody that with the tools to help you. Like, to
Yeah,
head
but that's
each department of the church in a sense, especially when like dealing with the couples and dealing with singles and
and
stuff.
I feel like yeah, even with that, even if you've been married, it depends on how long you've been married and how many
Because
marriages you
just
had
because you,
because
and then
you
even
could
if
have
you've
been
been
on
married for a long time, that don't even mean that that's good too. Because
exactly,
who
and
knows
then you
what
could
all
have
you
been
dealing with, and you don't need to be telling other women going into marriages to deal with stuff that you're dealing with because that's not right.
yeah, and then it depends on, and then some people have been married a group of times. So just because you've been married, but you've been married a group of times, you're entitled to tell me how to live my life. Like, ma'am, clearly you don't got it together either
Is
because
there
you
a
was
limit on how many times you could get married? Because at least they have the right to, like, know that this relationship isn't working and changing it.
girl.
Or should they stay?
They
I
can do
mean,
that,
I'm
but I feel
saying,
like they said they should not be that they can't be in a Pacific part of the church and minister. I just feel
okay.
like that still ain't right. Laugh out loud. I wear them to church. I go to a white people church. They don't care about none of that. That's what I respect about the churches. That come as you are. Yeah, the white churches don't care, and it goes back to
45 seconds.
it goes back down to even back in the days too when a Baptist church and a Pentecostal church. You know them Baptist churches, their people still smoke cigarettes and everything.
Judge thee not.
They were still smoking cigarettes and everything. So what was I mean? But they could be up there ministering and all that. Like that's why I said everything he said is true, and I'm glad he said
I
it and
said
not
that. I just said
Oh
that.
my gosh, hold on.
Turn your phone off. We're
I
live.
know.
Okay, I'll read Juanita's.
Yeah.
It says, even those who are married within the church experience unhappiness. Hence why we need mental health professionals in the church. Come as you are applies to everything, not just clothing. Spirit. What else? How else can you come besides spirit and appearance? Help me out, guys. Because Rashonda clearly just walked off. I think that that's a good topic. Maybe we could do that next week. I feel like we need to just crack down and open that up. It seems interesting. Now I feel nervous because she left me on here unattended. Oh my God. Girl, I was about to turn this camera off. I was 5 seconds from being a cat. Are you muted? But you over here giving me, guys, please. We are up and coming podcast, growing. Work with us. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Yeah, I told her she was muted. I told her she's over here giving me hand signals. Talk about keep going. Hi, Alondra. How are you? How was you guys' week?
Sorry, you guys. That's the plumber. I mean, the electrician that kept on calling. So I had to answer the phone. But let me make sure. So let me turn it off now. She said, even those who are married within the church experience unhappiness. Hence, why they need mental health professionals in the church. Come as you are applies to everything, not just clothing. Exactly. Single. We can't hear you, Rose. Yeah, because I have muted myself. You come and let God clean you up.
I'm good, baby. Hey, that was
Yeah,
sweet.
so that's just that. So yeah, this is a topic that we could talk
We
about.
got to do it because this is good.
Yeah, then we can have more people on here that have actually been through this that could talk about it. So maybe next week, if I could find other people to come on and talk about it as a whole, like a panel, we
Hmm.
can do this next week. We can make it part two. So if anybody on here wants to come
Hmm.
on and talk about this next week, we can. So let me know. I'll put it out there to see if it's anybody that want to talk about it, so we can have a part two on it.
Heck yeah,
So
no.
let me know.
I feel like
And
that's good too because I mean, like, I feel like it was times where I thought I was going to be married and stuff too, but I'm happy that everything happened how it did because I'm not attached to anybody. I have that kind of the freedom to move if I wanted to, however I wanted, like even with my kids, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think everything happens in due time, and
yeah, I
when
think
it's worth
everything happens
it.
too. I think everybody feel like they would have been married, especially at my age. I would have, in my perfect world, I thought I would have been married at 20, no, 30. I thought I was going to be married and have all my kids by 30. That was in my perfect world mind. That's how it was. And then when life gets to life and it just don't happen, but I don't feel bad
Hmm.
about it that it
Hmm.
didn't happen that way. And I don't feel like that even if I wanted to be in church and give my testimony and help other people make better decisions than I did, that I shouldn't
Hmm.
be able to do it because I'm not married.
Right, right. Like now, that's just a big no.
Yeah. Like we're looked down. So that we could talk about this next week. So anybody in the comments that want to come on here and talk about this next week, let me know. I'll reach out to everybody this week so I'll know for sure if y'all want to come on and talk about it, and we could do part two to this, and we could go in deeper on it.
Yeah, for
So
real.
Jazzy said sounds great, and she said it's sad. Alondra said it's sad you can't come to church and be real. You can't, and that's the place that you should be able to say whatever is
Yeah,
church.
I don't go to church. I don't go to church, but I have a relationship with God, like, and I feel like it's working perfectly. It's a growing process. Every day is a process. You feel me? And that's all I can say.
Girl.
You go to
So
church every Sunday, Rashonda? Do you?
mm-mm, no, I
Yeah.
used to go to church more, but now I don't because of Amir. Hell, y'all know I don't go to church that
Oh, I
much.
didn't know why you didn't go to church. You do go to
Yeah,
church?
because he don't act right at church. So it's like,
It's
why do I need
grown
to go?
people that don't act right at church.
Well, they
Really?
don't act right, but they calling me out of me to come get him out of children's church. So what am I gonna go for? I could just watch it on live
Right. In the
and do it like
comfortableness
that.
of your own home, for real.
Yeah, but I'd rather do I you feel it more when you are there. So I would rather go to church, but I mean, he's starting to do better. So that's our show for tonight. So make sure everybody that didn't press a like to press a like, and remember if you guys want to
Come
come
on.
on
Don't be
next week,
scared.
yeah, if you guys want to come on next week and talk about this topic, just let me know. And I'm going to put a flyer out there too so I can see if people want to talk about it. So just let me know what you guys want to do. He said, don't worry, God will get the people who constantly place judgment against others. So that's our show for tonight. And have a great week and weekend. And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Woo!
Bitch, I'm from Pomona. I'm from Pomona, bitch. Pomona.